Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the $5 Thrift Challenge. This is a series I started with $5 in my pocket, took it to Goodwill, bought one item, sold it for profit, used the profit to buy a few more items, and then I've done that process over and over where I have continued to make money from selling thrifted items, then reinvesting that money into my business so many times until we've gotten to the point where we're at today, where we have over, I think, 700 items I have bought with $5 only out of my pocket. Plus, we have made almost $9,000 of profit in addition to those pieces, and we are well on our way to our $10,000 goal. So we are getting close to the end of this challenge, but we've had so much fun along the way. So as I'm filming this, the Canadian wildfires are really, really bad, and the air quality here in Detroit is quite literally the worst in the entire world. We are at a 500 on the air quality index. I cannot leave my house. It is really bad outside. So we're going to address that here in a second. But let me fill you guys in on what has sold since the last time I saw you. So the first thing I sold since last week is this pair of 7 for All Mankind, the dojo jeans that I found in the bins. These I bought for maybe like $1 or $2, but they sold for $60 on Poshmark. I accepted like 4 offers on these on Depop, but then they sold on Poshmark before anybody bought them. So these sold for $60. From $60 make $48 heading into the challenge bank. Then I sold the North Face, this reversible moss bud jacket, I think is maybe the name of it. It was this reversible puffer. I found this also in the Salvation Army bins. So I paid $1.89 per pound for this and for the dojo jeans. But this jacket, it did sell out of season for less than what I could make from it during the winter, but I like to just get things listed and not usually wait around for months to sell items. But this North Face reversible jacket sold for $53. From $53, we make $42.40 heading into the challenge bank. Then another bins find was this Franken Oak, this button down. I think my husband actually found this for me in the bins quite a while ago. This sold for $15. From $15, we make $12 heading into the challenge bank. And then our first sale from last week's video, the video where I went to that estate sale, I found Christian Dior basically everywhere. I found Givenchy, I found YSL. It was pretty insane. I found a lot of things. And the very first thing, within basically one day of me listing this, I did have 2 offers on this suit. But this one was a better offer, so I took it. It was the vintage, that Christian Dior 3-piece suit that I found in that cedar closet. It sold for $225 in one day. That was pretty exciting. I spent $20 on this suit in last week's video, and I received a $200 offer as well, I think. No, maybe it was $175. Was it $150? I don't know. I listed it $300. I accepted a $225 offer to move it quickly. From $225, make $196.26 heading into the challenge bank. So that means I made $176 of profit on that in one day. That's amazing. Then I sold the Tom Brown, the mesh bag that I found in the bins the same day I found the Coach purse. If you guys remember all the way back to that episode, I found that Coach purse. I ended up keeping it for myself. The Tom Brown, that little mesh bag, it sold for $60. For $60 on Depop, which is very exciting, and Depop is the sponsor of today's video. So thank you so much to Depop for working with me. You guys know I've been talking about Depop for a long time now, but Depop is just the easiest platform to sell on. I have really been converted to being a Depop girly. They have no selling fees. If I sell something on Poshmark, I automatically lose 20% commission just to Poshmark itself. Off the top, no matter what. A fifth of my sale price goes to them, which is really unfortunate, honestly. Depop also has pretty low shipping costs. Sometimes they even run free shipping, 0 selling fees, super easy platform to use. I highly recommend you try it out, cross-list a few things, see if it goes well for you. It's done really well for me, and I really have been enjoying it, but Tom Brown bag is sold on Depop, which is amazing. So from $60, make $57.33. We retained so much more of our sale price. I appreciate that so much. Then another really good sale is that vintage Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt that I picked up in the bins. Last time I went to the bins, so cool. I had the little Phantom mask buttons. Insane. This sold on eBay for $116.24. That was in the throwbacks of the bins. I had found that after everyone was done looking through the bins. That sweatshirt was one step away from the landfill. I found it, saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. listed it, and it sold for over $100, and that piece is what takes us over the $9,000 threshold in our challenge bank. So we have over $9,000 now in the challenge bank, which is so incredible. Plus, we have one more sale, which is actually a lot. I lotted together 3 Lululemon men's pants that I had found at the first estate sale I ran into. These people I've been buying from now for a while. And I purchased tons of these Lululemon pants all at once. And just as I started listing them, I was a little bit overwhelmed by just all of the time it would take and how it would take forever to maybe sell them. And instead, I saw somebody giving some tips about how they list their Lululemon men's pants on Facebook Marketplace and that they do well. And so I did that. I put the 3 of them together, listed at $75. Within one day, I had 2 people wanting to buy them. I accepted a $60 offer, so I made $20 per pair of pants. And so all of that $60 goes straight back into the challenge bank. Sold them in one day, no shipping fees, no platform fees. It was wonderful. So $60 heading into the challenge bank, giving us a total today of $9,074.03 heading into our thrifting today. That is a pretty exciting place to begin today's episode, isn't it? So we have been selling quite a bit of things, which is great. I've been trying to list my patootie off, but I cannot head outside. I have pretty severe asthma and allergies. I went outside just for like 30 seconds to let my dogs out, and it was quite literally, imagine you are at a bonfire, like maybe a foot away from the fire. That is how it smelled as soon as you step outside. Like the entire area is so smoggy. It's really kind of frightening. So I'm not leaving the house. But luckily, I prepared for just such a time as this. So meet me over in my inventory, okay? Welcome to the inventory section of the basement. I have all my inventory in bins, as you can see, and they are numbered, but I also have some room on some of my shelves where I just have some IKEA bags full of things that I thrifted before we left Indianapolis. We moved here in December. I didn't know what the thrifting situation would look like, and so I knew I had amazing thrift stores around me, and so I thrifted as much as I could before we left. And I brought that stuff with me in IKEA bags that I've been keeping on these shelves. I haven't had a chance to go through them since we left. I don't remember what's in any of them. So I decided to pull out a few of those IKEA bags this week to see what I had that I could resell for today's challenge without me having to endanger my health. So I pulled out of the bags basically anything that was more summery or more event kind of vibes. I still have probably 4 more IKEA bags over here that I can go through and do this again with in a later time, but I went through 3 IKEA bags and pulled out everything that is more summery or more event centered, and then I will have all these fall and winter items that I can list here in the coming months. That will be great. So I pulled out all these items to share with you guys, and then I went through and added up everything I spent for the pieces I'm going to share with you guys, which was $135. So I'm glad I'm doing this because I just had that money already out, in the universe. I'd already spent it. But now we're going to try to make money off of that $135. So from $135 taken out of the challenge bank, that leaves us with $8,939.03 for next week, which means, depending on how much stuff I sell this week, I have a couple items in my store listed from this challenge for over $500. We have that Lily Pulitzer, the patchwork robe, that's listed at $600. The video camera, the handy cam that I found at the estate sale last week is listed at $500. So we could, in theory, really reach our goal this week. It's quite crazy. But let's show you guys these pieces that I found that I went and thrifted and then handpicked for the challenge. Let's do it. We're gonna start with these 2 pieces that I found at a local Goodwill here that I thrifted the other day. I wanted to stop in really quick while I was waiting for somebody on my birthday actually, and I happened to find these 2 pieces. So we're including them here. This is a gorgeous formal dress. Now, this is what I love to sell. I love a formal gown. Give me a formal gown any day of the freaking week. Let me have it. This is Nuit Tags. And y'all, if you don't know this brand, it's about time you do. It is so good. This is Aina from MacDougall. Nuit Tags, I found this. That is crazy. If you find MacDougall just itself, awesome brand to resell. This is what the interior tag looks like as well. Aina for MacDougall, size 12, great size. Nuit Tags. Y'all, I do not think you understand how great of a find this is. This was marked at $15.99, I think. Yeah, $15.99. And I am very happy to pay $15. The last time I had a dress from this brand. I bought it for $70. I bought it new without tags for $70. And I think I sold it for $260. I only have one other dress by Mac DeGaulle in my store right now, and I think it's listed at $250 or so. So this, I would assume, will resell for well over $100. I'm hoping for more of the around the $200 range. That's a freaking good find. That is very exciting, my friends. Do a little happy dance for finding that one. Okay, that and this same trip. This is definitely more of a style-based pickup, but this I feel like should sell so well, especially on Depop. I can just see it going hard over there. This kind of whimsical, whimsy goth paisley sheer dress with a handkerchief hem. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Look at that. I know the girlies are going to fall in love with this. I think it probably had I bet it had a slip at some point, but it's from the brand Jonathan Martin. I don't think that really matters as much, but I do think that the style is going to sell really well. And I'll use those kinds of keywords that I was just mentioning when I list this. I'll say whimsy goth, I'll say fairy, I'll say all of these different keywords. Made in USA, vintage, like Y2K, 90s style slip dress, basically. That's pretty cool, actually. This was $7.99. So I did feel like for around here, that's not that bad of a price. I do feel like, unfortunately, prices here are higher than what I experienced when I lived in Indianapolis, which you will see right now. All the rest of this stuff is either from, this was from a garage sale, the rest is from the Goodwill in Indianapolis. So, like this is another formal dress. So excited about this. And this is from a brand I love to sell. I wish this still had its straps attached to it, because I think that would make it do even better. But this is a Beholden dress, which I'm always so excited to find this brand. Love Beholden. Anthropologie's wedding line sells for good money. This is in a size US 8. I paid, this was marked up, I remember that, but it was $9.99 at my local Goodwill in the Indianapolis area. Not too bad. I didn't see any stains on this. It's a gorgeous dress. It'll just be strapless. It does have little attachment areas here, so I think it did have like detachable straps. My guess is they didn't use them. Big ol' slit, long line dress, stunning dress. The last time I had a lot of my Beholden bridesmaid dresses like this, I sell for around $100. So even right away, we have probably $350 in those three dresses already. I think that paisley, the 90s like Y2K dress, I'll probably end up selling for $75. Like, it probably will do really well. I would say at least 50 for it, hopefully 200 for the Mac DeGaulle dress, and then probably 100 for the Beholden. They might be a little bit lower than that, but that's about what I'm going to hope to list things at. Okay, now I feel like I think I have footage buried somewhere of me finding all these pieces. Back when I didn't know if I'd be making some extra videos and doing 2 videos a week, I had a lot of things filmed. Y'all, I did not have the bandwidth for that, and that's okay. But this piece I found at one of those Goodwills, and it's such a cute little number. I thought this would be great to get listed before summer's over. This white little puff sleeve dress with that cutout in the middle and that little circle too. I love it. I love selling dresses like this. And it also has a slit on the front. This is from L Space, which I feel like L Space is not selling for as much as it used to. I have that L Space swimsuit I picked up with you guys not too long ago. I still have not sold it. I feel like things just aren't moving as well, but it was $7.99 and it's a beautiful dress. It's 50 viscose, 34 cotton, and 16% linen, and it's in a size medium. But I do think that this style, I feel like should do well. It is a beautiful dress. I'm hoping we'll get at least $50 for that one. Same trip, okay? Same trip. I also found this cutie pie little dress with the frills. This has this kind of like eyelet detailing. Absolutely stunning dress. And this is from Misa, Los Angeles. Y'all, I do miss thrifting in the Indianapolis area sometimes. Most dresses there are $7.99, at least at the time when I was living there. So $7.99 has a little frilly skirt, absolutely adorable. This style I feel like is still super popular. I need to list this before it turns into fall, and it's 100% cotton. It's a gorgeous dress. What is this? It's extra small. I would say for me, it's Los Angeles. This will resell hopefully for around 75 bucks, 65. It might be a little bit more or less than that. But again, these numbers are off the top of my head. So please bear with me. And then I pulled this out of my bag and I was like, oh my gosh, I just picked up a dress by the same brand with you guys not too long ago, and it sold super quickly. So I was very pleased that I had another one just kind of chilling there. This is a very interesting looking pink and black little dress, I think. It has some little lace-up details on the side here, but this is from Poupette St. Barth, which was marked up, and I bought at my, the Salvation Army in Royal Oak, I think, is when I got this last. This is a size medium. The last Poupette St. Barth dress, I think it was a dress similar to this, sold, I think, for over $70. So great brand. It looks like it has a little drop waist. I don't know what fabric it is, but I'm sure I'll be able to do a reverse image search and figure that out. But even if I sell that for 50 bucks, that would be awesome. Okay, now the crazy thing is this dress, I think I found at the same time that I found the other L-Space dress. I need to steam it because it's been sitting in an IKEA bag for months. But look at this adorable dress. It has a seashell print all over it. Look how beautiful with the waves at the bottom, kind of almost like a little mosaic. When you get close, all the colors are very like mosaic put together. And then the back has a lot of crisscrossing and pearl details as well. It's a stunning dress. This is very on trend for right now. This is like Euro summer, very much so like a preppy, quiet luxury aesthetic. People are loving this like nautical theme. It's coastal. It's beautiful. I found this. It was $9.99. Y'all, this is another L-Space dress, and this one is actually new with tags. So I feel a little bit like that was great. There's a new tag from L-Space. It looks great. And then here are the tags. So this apparently, it originally cost $198. It's called the Marina dress, and it's in a size small. I have so much good information. I'm gonna steam this. I bet for new with tags, I'm hoping that this will sell for 100 bucks. This is perfectly on trend. I think it's adorable. I can't imagine a reason why it wouldn't do well. It's so pretty. Isn't that so exciting? Okay, have these mostly been dresses? When I'm left to my own devices and I'm in a store or a place that I know really well, I will spend a lot of time in the sections I like. I love selling dresses. I find dresses to be probably one of my biggest selling categories. I love selling sweaters. I love selling coats. I love selling jackets. I love selling dresses. I usually kind of stray away from a lot of the other things other than shoes. I love selling shoes and bags. Okay, I just don't really like selling tank tops. Tops are not my favorite. From a garage sale, I picked up this Kate Spade backpack. This little nylon Kate Spade backpack I think is adorable. I actually got 3 bags on the same day. And because I know I might have to show people things later, I kept the papers that tell you their prices. I got the Kate Spade backpack and these 2 Coach bags for very little money. The Kate Spade bag was literally $5. Not too shabby. And then this Coach monogram, this one is a crossbody bag, and this one is more like a weekender bag. The 2 of these together, it says Coach bag set. It was 20 bucks, and they lowered it to 15. Not bad at all. I have sold many Coach bags. I've sold many Kate Spade bags for good money. I would say this nylon bag, since it's not leather, won't sell for as much. It does have a little bit of wear to the top handle here, like at the very top. I mean, it's super adorable. I would assume 50 bucks for that probably. I would be happy with that. And then the 2 Coach bags, I didn't even really look at these. I just was like, oh yeah, we're gonna grab those. Still taped together. Very interesting. Okay, so we got this crossbody, which to me feels like it's probably, part of the Poppy line. It's a nice little tan crossbody. Oh yeah, the inside's pretty clean actually. It's this light purple, like a lavender color. Something's rolling around in there. It's kind of scary. Look at that, 26 cents. A quarter and a penny. Not bad at all. And this is what? The F16558. That Looks good to me, my friends. So I will list that. That's a great find. That's probably 50 bucks right there. And then the big one is probably even more, is my assumption. They are a matching set though. They do have, this one does have the light purple interior as well. I wish, it looks like this one at one point had the crossbody strap, but for both pieces for $15, like if that was $5 and this was $10, definitely worth it. I think for this big ol' like tote, we stand to make probably $100. That's a really cool bag, isn't it? Like, look how large it is. You really could fit a lot in there. I think that's pretty neat. Then we have this beautiful blue dress. Again, I'm so excited about the dresses. I love selling a dress. We're the perfect time to be selling them for wedding guest dresses, all the wedding season that's upon us. This beautiful blue crinkle dress with that slit. It's a very interesting fabric, but I love this, and it's from J. Crew. I love selling J. Crew. I love selling J. Crew, just normal J. Crew, not J. Crew Factory, not anything else. Super great. Size large, it does well for me. $7.99 for this. This is a newer style from them. That's the newer J. Crew tag. Really beautiful piece. I would be shocked if this sold for less than 50 bucks, and it's from summer 2025, so it's really honestly quite new. I think this would be an amazing piece for a wedding guest dress. Honestly, all of the dresses I've shown you so far basically would be amazing wedding guest dress pieces. This, I think, is just absolutely stunning. I don't know if it'll make me that much money, but y'all, when I found this, I was so excited. And that is this Diane von Furstenberg little blouse. Oh my gosh, I love it. It has the most beautiful little polka dot pattern going on. It also has this tie detail. So it forms almost like a little bow. You can tie it at the back. I tied it at the back, but then it gives you a little like kind of cowl neck at the front. Look how beautiful that tag is. Size large, and it's 100% silk. This is such a gorgeous, like ephemeral texture. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. And the thing I love about this is this was $3.99, 100% silk. Diane von Furstenberg. I love selling Diane von Furstenberg. Does really well for me. So beautiful. Just for like summer, for spring, $3.99 is beyond my ability to comprehend. Then we have this blank London little blouse, and this is a brand that's sold at Anthropologie. It is one of my best performing brands from Anthropologie for me. I really enjoy selling it. It has all of this embroidered detail on the yoke, and it's really in great condition. That's what the tag looks like. It's in a size medium, and this was $4.99. But yeah, that really cute kind of like bohemian style blouse should do well. Then we have this beautiful dress. This is gorgeous. I love the ruffle at the top, the ruffle at the waist, as well as this yellow at the bottom. It's absolutely stunning. It's this orange floral dress, and they didn't have this marked very high. I think they might have thought this was a skirt because there's no tag on the inside. So it was marked at $4.99. But I knew from looking at it that it looked high quality. Also, the black of the stitching for the label kind of gave it away for me too. I thought this was J. Crew. It is lined. And then I looked down here, and I did in fact realize it is from J. Crew. It's from the summer 2025. So this is from the same season as that blue dress I found. And it's 100% Ramie. It's a beautiful dress. I won't know what size it is, although from looking at it, I would say it's a size, probably the same size as the last one. It's a medium or a large. Beautiful dress. Again, wonderful wedding guest dress. It's so cute. I am obsessed with that. It was only $4.99. Probably I'll sell that for around, hopefully 40 bucks. Okay, now I have a few blouses here. I'm gonna rapid fire them with you. I have 3 Lily Pulitzer blouses I pulled out of my bags, and I'm just like, why have I been buying things here? Why have I been buying stuff when I have all these amazing pieces just like waiting for me to rediscover them? So the first one is this little tunic with 3/4 length sleeve. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. It's a size extra large. Awesome size. $4.99. Heck freaking yeah. Look at that. Looks like it's maybe even the Luxletic fabric. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. We need it. We want it. This one is more of like their cotton material, and it has the embroidery on the yoke as well. This one might be a 3/4 sleeve as well. And I think this is also an extra large. Yeah, it's another extra large, which is awesome. The bigger the size, the better. $4.99 for this one. This one's 100% cotton from 2020 as well, so another more recent style. And then the last one I have here, this one's in a size large from Lily Pulitzer, also $4.99. 3/4 length sleeve. And this one's 100% silk. So for $4.99 for 100% silk, beautiful pattern, I would say that one hopefully can sell for 40 bucks. I think all of those will be listed around 35 to 40 bucks. I have exactly one pair of shoes that I grabbed from my bags. That is this pair of Ultras. Every time I find Ultras, they sell really well and really quickly for me. Ultra, A-L-T-R-A. This is the Paradigm 7. These look to be in really great condition, honestly. Like, the bottoms look pretty impeccable. There's not really any signs of wear on them. They look really nice, and these are in a women's size 7.5. So I will get those listed, and they probably will sell for around 50 bucks really quickly. Then I have another style-based pickup. I know this is a lot. There was a lot to go through. I still have, I guess I went through 4 IKEA bags. I still have 4 basically full IKEA bags after that because there's so much winter stuff in them. This piece is so interesting. Like, it's definitely weird, but I know it'll sell well, so I bought it. It's this kind of off the shoulder crinkle material, which crinkle material is popular right now. And then it has all of this like layered, I don't even know what to call, like the floofy flouncy stuff across the bodice. It's very Y2K. It's very much so like even a throwback to the 70s, it feels like. It's very cool. It's also new with tags. It's from Samuel Dong, which Samuel Dong can do well by itself. It also has buttons, and I don't know what is in here. It looks like potpourri, maybe in that bag. I don't know what's going on with this. This was what, $4.99? They probably were like, what the heck is this? I think it's cool. And then these straps at the top are removable, so you can wear it completely off the shoulder, or you can wear it with these straps. I know there is a buyer out there for this. It's very interesting looking, but if you know, you know. I think a girly on Depop is gonna snatch this up. It's gonna do great. I would assume that's gonna sell for 50 bucks. I really feel like it could. Then, completely switching gears, this piece, this is gorgeous. This is a little, I would say maybe it's 3/4 length sleeve too. Little blouse with all these paillettes on it. Oh my gosh. I do feel like paillettes do really well. And if you don't know what a paillette is, it's just simply these little, I don't even know how to describe it, like the little squares that are reflecting the light at you. This is called paillette. So in case you didn't know, but this is from St. John Caviar. Interesting, right? We love St. John, not St. John's Bay. St. John, super expensive designer. But St. John Caviar, I've never heard of. I'm assuming it's more expensive because, I mean, Caviar is very much so, you know, a luxury item. I would assume this is maybe one of their higher tier brands. I'm not sure. They have St. John Sport, they have St. John Essentials. They have a lot of tiers. I'm assuming Caviar is going to be up higher. It's a size medium, which I feel like St. John runs a little oversized. It's RT11 Group 0. I've talked about the St. John tags before, but RT would be Resort, and then 11 is 2011. So Resort from 2011, I know now exactly when to look for this piece. I can look for St. John Caviar, Resort 2011, black paillette top, and I can probably find stock photos or details or anything else that's really helpful about this piece. But also I do think that this is actually gonna go really well. For $4.99, I'm sure this piece originally cost probably $200 or $300. It's quite an expensive brand. I found these on a new rack. I think I might have found these. I did. I found this the same day I found the new tags, the L Space, that dress with all the seashells on it. This pair of black denim shorts, which I'm like, oh gosh, I hope I didn't miss all the summer people yet. I really hope I'm still catching them all. But these are a pair of a Goldie shorts, which I love selling a Goldie. It does really well for me. Also, in case you ever didn't know, a Goldie has gold in the middle of the logo, and then AE is the atomic symbol for gold. Very interesting, pretty cool, designed on purpose. We love to see it. Size 29. They are button front closure. They're really nice. I love selling these things. 100% cotton. These were $3.99. A Goldie retails for so much money, and these are in excellent condition. Really cute little pair of booty shorts, basically. But I would say these will probably resell for 35 to 40 bucks. And we're making our way through. There's only a few pieces left, I swear. I pulled these out of that bag and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This style of pant, I'm telling you guys, sells so well for me. Someday it'll stop selling well for me, I'm sure. But right now, I swear, I find this style frequently and it sells so well. It is the Maeve pant, say it with me, the Colette pant. I'm always excited to find these, and these are a really cute pair of like more businessy type, almost like a trouser. It definitely has a more like stretchy but also wear it to work feel to it. But as we know and love, it is the Maeve Colette pant. You can see the Colette style right there. These are in a size 29. Absolutely wonderful. Wide leg, slightly cropped. These were $4.99. Every time I have these pants, they sell for over 50 bucks. So for that pair, hopefully $50 as well. Then we have this little piece, which I picked up mostly on style. It's this really cute little white kind of embroidered, lacy, crochet detail tank top. I think it's so cute, so dainty, so feminine, so cottagecore. It is new at tags, which is another reason I grabbed it. It's from Patrons of Peace, which I thought was only sold at Nordstrom, but apparently Patrons of Peace is also sold at Evereve. And I love selling Evereve pieces. Evereve sells really well, for me at least. It's a size large, gorgeous little tank top. And even though this was new at tags, this was only $3.99. So I spent $4 on this little guy. And I was thinking, if this is new at tags and it originally cost 50 bucks, hopefully I can still make 30 bucks off of this, 25 even. It's a really gorgeous little top. I think the style of it should help it sell. And then we have a vintage brand I love finding and selling. Anytime I find it, it sells for so much money. That is this gorgeous little red dress. It's so beautiful. It feels like it has crinoline on the inside, has this black like mesh overlay. I'm sure there's a name for this. If you know it, let me know. And it has these straps as well. This has this and a little rosette. This is from Jessica McClintock's or Gunny Sacks. So this one in particular says Scott McClintock on the tag, but I will be listing it under Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sacks. The garment tag actually does say Jessica McClintock on it. So I know that these, you know, are both from the same house. Anything under the Gunny Sacks label also does really well. These were manufactured a lot back in, I would say, what, 90s probably, for like proms and events and dresses like that. And they've come back around. I have sold so many of these vintage prom dresses for over 100 bucks. All from this brand. They do so well. And this is such a cute style. Like, it's very Sandy from Grease too. It's amazing. This is in a size 6, made in USA. I'll do some measurements probably for this as well, because it's probably more like a size 4 in modern measurements. It's such a cool piece. I am so excited about this. And this was $7.99. It wasn't even marked up, which is so freaking exciting. I am frugal at my heart. I'm always frugal at my core. So $7.99 for that is a freaking steal. 2 pieces left. I know this is a slog. I have so much. And y'all, there's so much more that I haven't even gone through yet that I'm like, wow, I really need to keep working on what I have in the house. I pulled these out of my bag and I was like, oh my gosh, what an amazing find. I'm shocked that I just had these sitting in there. These are a pair of pants and they look to me in incredible condition. And I saw the little V on the back, and this is what we started our challenge with. It was a Vuori piece, and I found another one just chilling in my bag of goodies. This pair of Vuori men's pants. They're in a men's size 36. An amazing find, great size, and these were what? $4.99. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. I'm sure I'll be able to find, if anybody knows the style name off the top of their head, let a girl know. But I do have a style number down here, V430. So I will look into these, but I would assume I can hopefully resell those for 30 bucks at least. Pretty exciting I found those. These are a navy blue. Pretty incredible. And then the last piece from all of my bags of tricks that I found was this beautiful kind of boho transitional piece, which I thought would be good for the summer into fall, but also just a great thing to wear along the water, very coastal again, is this beautiful peasant top with all this beautiful embroidery from Sundance. I enjoy selling Sundance. It does well for me, especially things that have embroidery, things that are a larger size. This is a size large, which is pretty good. $4.99. And I just thought somebody's gonna look so cute in this with like a pair of white pants. I can see my great aunt wearing this. I can see my grandma wearing this. And it's just so classic, you know, for this hot freaking summer that we're having. I think this will be nice and lightweight. It's 100% modal, which, I mean, I love modal. It's so nice. Very expensive material. for $4.99. I'm pretty sure that was a good pickup. And I think that I can resell this for at least $35, maybe more like $50 since it's more of a long sleeve with all this amazing embroidery and little lace details as well. That's beautiful. Wowzer. We have been through it in this episode. We made $9,000 in profit. We have so much good money in the challenge bank. I've got amazing pieces. I'm so glad that I'm making progress in our new home and trying to get rid of and go through all of these pieces I've already accumulated for my business. It is really helpful that we were able to do that together today. I feel like we're making great progress in this challenge. We have great profit, we have great items, and now we are going to go and take pictures of all of those pieces. I've got a lot of work to do, but I'm having fun doing it. And that's the beauty of this job. I love what I do. I love getting to hang out with you guys. I love making videos. It's so much fun. So thank you again to Depop for working with me on today's video. If you guys have not tried selling on Depop, guys, I would highly recommend it. I've been saying this long before they sponsored me. I love selling on Depop. It is my favorite place to sell an item on by far. I also do have a Whatnot show coming up. I think I have it scheduled for July 23rd. It's a Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys want to come and join me and hang out, that will be a time where I'm going to sell a lot of things from the $5 thrift challenge too that I haven't listed yet. So if you guys want to come and participate, that will be a lot of fun. So bookmark my show, follow me on there. I will see you guys next Sunday in next week's episode. Bye.